LC oscillation or oscillation in LC circuit, we know a capacitor store electrical energy and an inductor store magnetic energy. When initially a charged capacitor is connected to an inductor, they exhibit the phenomena of electrical oscillation, which is similar to the oscillation in mechanical system, that is the oscillation of a block at the end of a spring. Consider a capacitor connected to an inductor as shown in the figure. This is a capacitor of capacitance C, and this is the inductor having coefficient of self inductance L. The capacitor is connected to the inductor, which is called the LC circuit. Let the initial charge on the capacitor is Qm. When the capacitor discharges, suppose the current in the circuit at time t is equal to I, and the charge in the circuit at time t is equal to Q. Applying Kirchhoff's loop rule, the voltage drop across the capacitor is equal to the voltage drop across the inductor. The voltage drop across the capacitor is Q by C, and the voltage drop across the inductor is L into di by dt. Applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, Q by C will be equal to L into di by dt, where C is the capacitance of the capacitor and L is the inductance of the inductor. Since the current is the rate of flow of charge or dq by dt, here we have taken the negative sign because due to decrease of the charge Q, when current increases, the charge decreases. That is why we have taken the negative sign. So from equation 1 and 2, we will get Q by C will be equal to minus L. Instead of di by dt, we will write second derivative of charge with respect to time. So second derivative of charge with respect to time plus 1 by LC into Q is equal to 0. This equation resembles second derivative of x with respect to t plus omega 0 square x equal to 0, which is the equation of a simple harmonic oscillator. So if you compare equation 3 and equation 4, you will get omega 0 will be equal to 1 by square root of LC. Therefore, in LC circuit, the charge oscillates with the natural frequency omega 0, which is equal to 1 by square root of LC. Let us now discuss how oscillation takes place in the circuit. Initially, the electrical energy stored in the capacitor UE equal to half Qm square divided by C, where Qm is the maximum value of charge and the magnetic energy stored in the inductor UB is equal to 0. You see in this figure, this is the initial condition of the capacitor. The capacitor is not connected to the inductor, so the electrical energy stored in the capacitor is equal to, let us say, UE, which is equal to Qm square divided by Qm square divided by 2C, and the magnetic energy stored in the inductor is equal to 0. UB is equal to 0. When switch is closed, now you see in this figure, the switch is closed. When the switch is closed, the capacitor starts to discharge. So magnetic energy gets stored in the inductor. You see, magnetic energy will be stored in the inductor. Now you see in this figure C that the current reaches its maximum value. Im is the maximum value of current. As the current reaches its maximum value Im, electrical energy stored in the capacitor UE will be equal to 0. But the magnetic energy stored in the inductor that is UB will be equal to half into L Im square. You see, this is equal to L Im square. Now look to this figure. When the capacitor is fully discharged and this inductor get fully magnetized, then the current from the inductor, here you see the current from the inductor now starts charging the capacitor. You see the current from the inductor, how it will start charging the capacitor. This process continues till the capacitor is fully charged in opposite direction. You see, this process will continue till the capacitor get fully charged but in opposite direction. Thus the energy in this system oscillate between capacitor and inductor. And there is an analogy between the electrical oscillation and mechanical oscillation. That is the oscillation of the spring mass system. There is an analogy between mechanical and electrical quantities. In mechanical system you have mechanical energy, and in electrical system you have electromagnetic energy. In mechanical system the mechanical energy is equal to half kx square plus half mv square. In electromagnetic energy you have the total energy half q square divided by c plus half li square. So if you compare the two systems, then in mechanical energy you have mass, but in electrical system you have inductance L. In mechanical system you have displacement x. In electrical system you have the charge q, and in mechanical system you have the velocity v, but in electromagnetic system or electrical system you have current I. Similarly, in mechanical system you have the force constant K, but in electrical system you have the reciprocal of capacitance 1 by C. Here you have force constant K, but here you have 1 by C. Now let us work out a problem so that in the free oscillation of an LC circuit, the sum of energies stored in the capacitor and the inductor is constant in time. In LC oscillation we have the total energy that is equal to half q square by c, energy stored by the capacitor, plus half li square, that is the energy stored by the inductor. Here the charge q is equal to q0 cos omega t, current is equal to minus dq by dt, that is equal to q0 omega sin omega t. So if you substitute the value of q and I here, then you will get u will be equal to half q0 square divided by c cos square omega t plus half L q0 square omega square sin square omega t. And if you substitute omega square here is equal to 1 by LC, and if you take common q0 square by 2c, in the bracket you have sin square omega t plus cos square omega t, which is equal to 1. So the total energy will be equal to q0 square divided by 2c, which is the initial energy of the capacitor. Since both q0 and c is time independent, the total energy will be equal to constant.